So after this incident, after this shooting, you know, when you lost your son and your nephew was paralyzed, and you said now this is where you started to get, you know, brought up to speed as to what's going on. How was Queso's mentality after the shooting happened? What was he like?
With Queso, man, you know, I know every one of my kids' characteristics. Queso kind of like he's a emotionless person. Like he's not gonna show nothing. He's not gonna get loud. He's not gonna. You just can't tell with him because he's not gonna say he not gonna. I'm this, I'm that. You know, like he not gonna do that. He do that on the internet, but he ain't gonna do that in front of me. You know, and I knew he was. You know. I knew he was furious about it because of Crazy K, because him and Crazy K they were real tight, and I knew he was real mad about it for that. But he never expressed to me that I'm finna rock out, I'm finna crash out. I'm never none of that. You know, I can only say one time that I think he ever made a statement for his crashing out. Guys, they went to his mama house and they shot his mama house up. They knocked on her door and she answered the door, and they almost shot her. And basically he didn't really make a loud fuss about that, but I knew, you know, I could look at him and tell that he was finna crash out from that situation. But he's not gonna show no emotions.
So eventually you said like he crashed. You know, he did, you know, per se go into doing these things wherever whatever the case may be. He your mom's house gets shot up. Your mom in there, you know, automatically, you know, anybody's going to have, you know, no matter who you are, unless you're really a coward, you're not going to, you know, want to get back for sure. But ultimately, one of these situations led to you being involved into what was going on as far as y'all being arrested. How did that come about as far as you being picked up, or, you know, or the case that you was charged with your son?
What happened was my son, Crazy, he called me and told me that Scotty needed a ride. And so happened I wasn't that far from Scotty, but he didn't call me in no urgency. He didn't call me in no, look, man, it's hot, blase squaze. He didn't give me no indication. He just said he needed a ride. So I went all the way across town and I went all the way back. They sent me to a pin drop location to where Scotty was at. I went and picked Scotty up and I pulled up to the house where Scotty and them was at. And I called Scotty I was like, hey man, I'm out here, what's up? So they were like, okay, we coming. Simple, just like that, we coming. He said he coming. So boom, I'm sitting there. I sat there for about 10, 15 minutes. Mind you, no police around, no nothing. It's regular day.
Hold on, let me cut you off real fast, Blue. We can make this story get real intricate. I want to know, probably the audience too, I want you to hold that thought right there because I want you to continue. Did you know about them doing any other, like besides them not making a fuss over why they need you to pick them up that day, did you know they was out here in the streets involved?
That day or just period?
Just period.
Yeah, I definitely know they not angels.
Or did you try to reprimand them behind that? Like, yo, man, I ain't supposed to be out here and this and that, or you just was like, all right, y'all, you mean?
I reprimanded them all the time.
Okay.
More than even when Queso signed the deal, I sat him down and I say, you done made it. I say, you need the dumb junk go. You finna blow past these dudes and get this money. Oh, Daddy, you don't understand, blase squaze. I said, man, I understand more than what you think I understand. Then one time we was in Atlanta this when reality really hit me. I sat down with him. I said, look, man. I said, look, you up here making music. You finna start making money. All that crazy stuff, you need it, you know. He was like, hey, Daddy, I know what I signed up for. But when he said that, it was a different look because he looked me dead in my eyes like, I know what I signed up for. You know, and Queso got so caught up in it until he built his career off of it. And he was just stuck with it.
So let's go back to like we could like all right, stuff. You said you was outside waiting in the car, waiting 10, 15 minutes, and then
yeah, I pull up in the yard and I'm waiting. So I'm thinking in my mind, well, he overlooked female house and parents done came home and you know something. I'm thinking like that of that nature because I know they're not gonna call me doing no drill after no drill. I know they ain't gonna call me. Reason being, I know they ain't gonna call me. I'm thinking they won't call me is because if they do get into something, they gonna need me.
Mm-hmm.
So they gonna protect me from situations like this. But anyway, I'm waiting. So I call Scotty again. Hey man, what's up, man? What's going on? So he said, all right, we finna come out now. That's when he said we. So I'm like, so they come out, it's two of them. But when they come out, they got on pajamas. So I'm like, yeah, they done got jammed up in the little chick house or something, you know. So they get in the car and we back out regular. They don't jump in the car, tell me, go, 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 go. You know what I'm saying? They just jump in, they get in, we pull off regular, we pull off, we hit the expressway. That's when Scotty go to telling me what happened. And that they had, first he tell me the dude, Lil Buck, got hit. So Lil Buck done got shot before in all the same situation, but he lived. So that's when he go to tell me, he said, Lil Buck got hit. That's when I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, damn. Then he tell me, when he tell me, I panic more when he tell me that they had the old white lady in the house that I just picked them up from. That made me panic more than the Lil Buck situation.
What you mean? They said they had a she knew what was going on.
No, what happened was when the situation happened with Lil Buck, the police was in the plaza. The police seen a male standing over a male shooting him. The male jumped back in the car. The police get right on him, right when the situation hot. Police jump on him, chase him. They crash around the corner somewhere and they jump out, they run. Scotty and Butter see a back door open to a house. They run in the house. It's an old white lady house. The old white lady say that she noticed her room door was closed and she never had it closed. She said she opened the door. It was two guys standing in there, and it was Scotty and Butter. She identified one of them. So that's how the old lady ended up being held hostage, kidnapped, because she tried to go out the house. They got in a tussle with her. And they hold her in the house. They made her lay down on the couch. They took her cell phone, some things of that nature there. And that part with the old white lady scared me more than anything because I know like, oh man, these people ain't gonna play about this old lady.
No.
So what happened was they felt like the lady wasn't, they got in a fight with the lady, number one. She kicked one arm in the balls. But they felt like the lady wasn't paying attention. But the lady seen a tattoo. She described but a tattoo. And, you know, when you get locked up, they write all your tattoos down. Mm-hmm. And they made a photo spread of some guys. I guess with the same tattoo. She picked Butter out of the lineup. Butter get arrested that same day the situation happened. I take Scott and them, and everybody say that I had an opportunity to put them out the car at then, but I don't think nobody would have thought like that. Everybody can say what they would do outside of the situation. They say I should have put them out right then, pulled over right then, put them out and all this old stuff here. But I was thinking in my mind, I didn't express it like, I got to get these niggas out of my car. Because mind you, I'm in my car, registered in my name. And so we go take them over there and we switch cars. We switch cars, boom, then I take them out to my house. Because I stayed 4 hours, it was safe. I take them out there. Then boom, I leave. They give me the clothes they had on. I take the clothes and I go, it's a little spot over there in the hood, where people stand around the fire barrels and stuff like that. I go up there like ain't nothing, drop the clothes in the fire barrel. And I can't say that I would have wanted them to get caught.
Evidently you didn't if you burning clothes.
Right.
You ain't want them to get caught at all.
No, I didn't want them to get caught. And because I can't say that I hated the dude Buck like that because Buck made a song. Buck died about a song. Buck had nothing to do with the incident, what happened, like everyone's saying. Everyone is saying that Queso was spinning for me because I got shot. Queso was spinning for his other brother. Buck had nothing to do with that. Buck made a diss song talking about my son who got killed. But at the same time, Buck making these kind of songs in Jacksonville, these kind of songs get you killed. But Buck's over there at a temporary service filling out an application for a job. He was playing. And people saying that I raised them this way, I did this way, but I look at it like this. What did the doctor raise his son when he went and shot up a whole school? Once those kids not in around you, they you're not gonna know what they're doing. You can't control these boys out here now.
I agree with all that. I agree with all that wholeheartedly.
Exactly. Sometimes the kids, they just get older and want to make their own decisions. And sometimes it's just unfortunate these situations happen.